What's up, beautiful people? Hello, hello. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for logging in. We will be discussing an important and interesting topic today. Thank you. Let me know where you're joining. Where are you joining me from? Share the live. Let others know that we are live. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. Let others know that we are live. Welcome, welcome to the live, guys. Are black people the real Hebrew Israelites? Are black people the real Hebrew Israelites, or does it matter at all? What are your opinions? We will be discussing on this matter. Are black people the real Hebrew Israelites, or does it matter at all? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. So are black people the true Hebrew Israelites, or does it matter? Does it really matter whether or not we are true Hebrew Israelites? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, guys, let me know where you're watching me from. Give the video a thumbs up. Let others know that we are live. We are discussing a very interesting topic. It is one of those hot topics, that a lot of people is talking about. Are black people the true Hebrew Israelites, or does it matter? Does it matter whether we are Jews, Hebrews, Israelites? Does it matter? Guys, let the comment. I want to hear you. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below as we discuss this topic. As we discuss this topic. I am up for debate as well. Debate sometimes fosters healthy conversations. So I'm not afraid to debate this topic. I'm not afraid to debate this topic. Challenge. Let's challenge each other. Those of you who can ask challenging questions. Are the Hebrew Israelites, are black people the true Hebrew Israelites? Sorry for the background noise, guys. Sorry for the background noise. Okay. I'm babysitting today, so sorry for the background noise. But are black people the true Hebrew Israelites, or does it matter? Does it really matter that we are true Hebrew Israelites? I want to get on straight to this topic. I am not afraid to debate this topic. Does it matter if we black people are Israelites or not, Jews or not, the real Jews or not? Does it matter? So guys, let me know where are you joining me from? Let me know in the comment section below, where are you joining me from? Let others know that we are on the True Hebrew Israelites. I want to hear from us, and then I will give my opinion on this subject, because I've had a lot of brothers of mine who are in this circle of Hebrew Israelites have approached me about this subject, and we had a very interesting discussion. I gave them my personal view on it, and they gave me their teachings or their doctrines, and we had a very good discussion. At the end of the day, they were hoping to convert me or to change my mind on certain things. But we had a healthy debate. I would not say a negative debate. We had a healthy debate, and it fostered a very good conversation. So today I want to know from you guys, what are your thoughts about black people being true Hebrew Israelites? Did they brainwash us? Did they brainwash us about who we are? Did they brainwash us about the Jesus Christ that they presented to us for us to worship? Who is Jesus in the Bible? What is his identity? What is he, black or is he white? I want to know. I'm not, let's not shy away from that subject. I am up for debate. I accept every opinion and every view. I accept every opinion and every view. Whether you agree with the subject or whether you oppose the subject, I accept such conversation today. Are we black people Hebrew Israelite or not? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Guys, let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know where you're joining me from. Let others know that we are live. We are live. Share the live. If you know that you may not stay here long, share the live. Let somebody know that, hey, we are here discussing this very important topic. Are black people true Hebrew Israelites? Did they brainwash us? I want to know. I'm up for debate. I have a personal stance on this subject, but I want to hear us in the comment section below, and then I will give you my personal stance on this subject. And I welcome differences of opinions. It's sometimes, when we debate on certain things, it fosters healthy conversations sometimes. I am open to differences of opinions. Are we true Hebrew Israelite? Is Jesus black? Are we the true black Hebrew Israelites? Did they brainwash us? Who is Jesus in the Bible? Who is Jesus of the Bible? What is his identity? Is he a black man or a white man? Is he God or not? Who are the Hebrew Israelites? Are they the people who we now call modern day Israel in the Middle East? Are they the real Israelites? Or are the Israelites still scattered around the world? Are they black or are they white? Let me know. I want to know. I want to know. What say, my brother? Yes, Isana. Auto 718. Sorry, guys. I have just get into my comment section, so I am very much sorry. So I'm seeing Isana on board. Yes, Isana. Thank you for joining. My channel member, Auto 718. Hello. Welcome to I welcome you to this chat. Hebrews. Isana said Hebrews are those who are practicing and speaking a language. I would say it doesn't matter. Right, so Isana says that it doesn't matter. That's religion. That's religion. I'm staying far from that. So Isana said he's staying. Isana, well, my brother, I want to discuss it. But Izana have shared his opinion on that it does not matter. And I have a personal stance on that, and I will let you guys know. But I want to hear more and more of you. And then I will give my personal stance on that. Auto 718 says, in Ethiopia, they started the tribe Judah. Those people spoke Hebrew and they were affiliated with the original Israel from long time. And that is what I want to know. Who are the original Israelites? Because people are saying the people who are in the Middle East that are claiming to be Jews and Israelites, they are not the original Hebrew Israelites. They are people from other places. You know, in the Bible tells us that in these kind of times we are living in, there are a lot of people who call themselves Jews and they are not. So are the people today who are calling themselves Jews, Israelites, are they the Jews? Are they truly the original Israelites? Now I have my personal stance on that, right? I will give my view. I will give my view. Yes. So in 5 minutes time, I will give my view on. In 5 minutes time, I will give my view on that subject. Izana says, I'm an Ethiopian Tiwahido, Orthodox by second birth. Okay. Ethiopian and there's a lot of Ethiopians who were Jews. There were Ethiopians that were Jews, and there was this Jewish Ethiopian that was mentioned in the scriptures. So there are black Jews as well. So I want to know, does it matter that we are black Hebrew Israel? Does it matter that Jesus is black or white? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? If Jesus is black or if he's white? Yeah? Are black people, who are we? Are we the true Israelites that are scattered around the world? Are we brainwashed? Are we brainwashed? Or is the doctrine about Hebrew Israelites that is out there false? Is it false? Is it misleading? Is it misleading? Okay, so guys, anyone else have it? Okay, I see Auto 718 says the original Israel started in Jerusalem by Abraham and Moses, and it encompassed all the surrounding areas where the Hebrew culture and language was spoken. Very, very important point, Auto 718. Very important point you made. Very, very important point. That's a very important point. And Izana, your opinion was very important as well. Your opinion was very important as well. Although you said you want to stay far from religion, but sometimes we got to address certain things. We got to speak about certain things. Staying silent doesn't help the situation sometimes. It's good to know what do we think. It's okay if we all have differences of opinions. That's okay. You will not, in life, we all cannot agree on everything. So it's okay. It's just that we respect each other's opinion. That's all. That's all. I have friends that have different beliefs than me, but I respect their opinion. Although we debate sometimes, we just debate. But at the end of the day, we all come to a mutual understanding. A mutual understanding. And it does not affect our friendship in any way or any shape, any form. I think when if you have people around you that have different ideas to yours, and you guys maybe end up debating, and then you cause this to, sever your friendship. I think that is immaturity. There's a lot of people who is very immature, very immature. I love to associate myself with people who are mature and not immature. That even though I disagree with you, does not mean you and I cannot stay friends. So I hope that we be mature on this subject, because I'm about to share my opinion on this matter. I'm about to share my opinion on this matter. Now, this is what I think, or this is my opinion about the black Hebrew Israelites, or the Jews, who are the real Jews or who not. And it's very simple. My opinion on this subject, and again, you guys, you could take me on, debate me, I don't care, I appreciate it, right? But I will remember, Ambassador, the Pharaoh, after 7:1, it says the Pharaoh banned Moses from ancient Egypt because he did not want the Hebrew culture in Egypt. That's true. That's true. That's all. That is so true. Yeah, because we all know the story. Moses was a Hebrew by birth. He was a Hebrew. He was a Hebrew man. Although he was born in Babylon, which was ancient Egypt back then, he originated from the Hebrew land. And when he saw that one of the Egyptians were taking advantage of his Hebrew brother, Moses intervened and killed the Egyptian, and he had to take refuge. And so he fled Egypt, and he stayed with this man called Jethro, which was known as his father-in-law, because he married one of Jethro's daughters. And then after a very long time, some years, God spoke to him to go back and rescue his people. So that is accurate, Auto 718. Now, this is my opinion about the Hebrew Israelites. All right, the whole topic, whether Jesus black or brown or pink or yellow, and whether black people are Jews or non or Israelites, whether they are or not. And my response will be simple. To me, whether we black people are Jews, I'm not debating the fact that whether if we real Jews, that's fine, that's okay, it's good to know. But whether black people are Israelites, the real Israelites or not, whether Jesus is black or white, it doesn't matter. That's my simple and humble response. It doesn't matter. Because to me, at the end of the day, for those of you who may believe in a higher being, who believe in God, all right? Those of you who do not believe in God, I respect you, just as I respect those who believe in God, right? Just as I respect those who believe in God, right? So I respect you as an individual. Whether you believe in God or not, I cannot force you what to believe in. But those of you who believe in God, I believe at the end of the day, when we all stand to give an account, God does not see color. God sees the heart of the individual. That is what we have to live by day, making sure that we have a good heart towards each other. Because whether we Hebrew Israelites or whether we Jew, whether Jesus black or white, being black does not automatically get you into heaven. That's just my opinion. It does not exclude you, as a special person where God would say, okay, because you are a black Hebrew Israelite, come into my kingdom, and the white person he will damn, he will send them into hell. I don't think that is the God that is above us. That is not the God that some of us say we serve. You know? Because at the end of the day, it is a matter of the heart. Because a lot of us can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of religious. We're very religious in our ways. We do a lot of religious things. But our heart, you see that heart of ours? And when I mean our heart, not the one that pumping blood. Eh? When we talk about the heart, not the one that pumping blood. Now, guys, I'm a bit spiritual today. So that is pardon me if I'm spiritual, all right? But Afro-Grenadian Ambassador Pan-Africanism, Africans are very spiritual people. So you cannot claim to be or identify yourself to be an African, or you cannot say that you're an African descendant and you don't want to discuss about spirituality. Because the whole thing about, if you go back into history, when it comes to when Africa was a kingdom, when Africa was one, when there wasn't any borders, spirituality was one of our ancestors' pillar. Spirituality was the foundation to everything when it comes to Africa. So coming back to Hebrew Israelites, after 7:1 it said Jesus in Middle Eastern ambassador and he's from Bethlehem. Okay, hold on. After 7:18, let me read that. Jesus is in the Middle Eastern ambassador and he's from the Bethlehem, Jerusalem area. He promoted Hebrew culture because he's where he's from. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah. You know, Jesus Christ, his family, his whole background was Hebrew. His whole background, he promoted the culture, he promoted, you know, it was everything. Right? And that's true after 7:1. So I want to just finish what I was saying. Is that at the end of the day, when I talk about the heart, yeah, that is where I stopped. When I talk about the heart, I'm not talking about the one that pumps. You know, when we speak about the heart, a lot of us just make reference to the one that we think is what the organ that pumps blood, but not that is what God will judge. For those of us who believe in God, what God will judge when it comes to the heart is the mind. The mind is the heart of a man. What is in your mind is what matters, and not the color of your skin. Is what's in your mind. The things that you have purposed in your mind, and the things that you have acted upon that is in your mind is what God will judge. And not the color of your skin. So God don't care. You know, my opinion, God is not no business about whether you black, whether you are black Hebrew Israelite, brown skin Hebrew Israelite. God don't care about that. What God will look at the end of the day is that mind of ours. Because a lot of us are religious in our ways, but our mind is not right. What's in our mind is not healthy. It's not good. And that is my opinion. When it comes to Jesus being black and white, that is my opinion on Jesus' identity. To me, Jesus is neither black, neither white. Jesus neither black, neither white. To me, I see Jesus, how I picture Jesus, I see Jesus as God. God manifesting himself in the body of a man. The man that walked the earth was called the Son of Man, and he bare the name Jesus. Jesus is the name of God. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, guys. Right? So, the man that walked the earth was called the Son of Man, and he bare the name Jesus. To me, Jesus is God. Jesus is not a man. Jesus is God. And God does not have color. God does not have race. God does not have a background. God say, if you worship in me, that's what he say. I tell you, I'm just quoting what he say, not my words. He say, anybody who worships me, anybody who say they have a relationship with me, must do so in spirit and in truth. He never say you must do so as a Hebrew Israelite. He never say you must do so as a white man. He never say you must do so as a brown man. He say you must, if you want a relationship with me, you must have that connection, not through race or ethnicity, but through the matter of the heart. Through spirit and in truth. Spirit and truth has a lot to do with the condition of your heart. So that is my opinion about Jesus. Acts 7:18 says the Ethiopians that represent the tribe of Judah are the original Jews, and Jesus has become universal. Universal because people worldwide can relate to the teachings of the Hebrew culture, and that's so true. Acts 7:18, I agree with everything that you said. And you use that word, you see this word universal? To me, God is to say that God is only for black people, is very, to me, that is saying like God is like God racist. So that is my question. If God is only for black people, and God himself is black, if you associate blackness with God, isn't God racist? Is this the God of the is this really the God of the Bible? You understand what I'm trying to say? So that is the kind of question I'm asking. Because if God is only for black people, then where do white people come from? Who is responsible for the white people? Those of you who believe in creation, if God is only for black people, who is responsible for white people? That is my question. So to me, I believe God, I want to agree with you, Otto 718, and I will use that word that you use. God is universal to me. God is a universal being. God is a universal deity. He does not associate himself with any particular race. He only associates himself with people who have a pure mind, a pure heart, a pure spirit. That is what I believe. That is my opinion. My humble opinion. And that is this was the debate that I had with my brothers when they were Hebrew Israelites and they came to me with their teachings and stuff, and we had a back to forth conversation. We had debates upon that, and the brother at the end said, bro, I would like for you to visit us one day because they have a branch somewhere in my area. I would like for you to visit us. And I tell him, no problem. I don't see it as no problem going and sit down and listen to the teachings. But I'm really firm. I myself, I search the scriptures. I search the scriptures. I don't wait for people to come and tell me things. I search and find out for myself. I do my research and I find out for myself. And if I'm wrong, I'm humble to say that I am wrong. But once I know that I am not wrong, I will stand firm. I will stand firm. We will never come to a conclusion as to God which is personal. That's true, Izana. That's true. We will never come to a conclusion of who God is. God is so big. God is so big, eh? God is big. Yeah, God is big. And if you don't believe in God, you believe in the universe, you could see it as God still. The universe is so big. That is, picture God as you picture the universe. And picture the universe as you picture God. That is how big God is. So we can never come to a conclusion about God. Can never. The human mind cannot comprehend as a divine deity that we cannot see. So that is my opinion, guys. Guys, I am happy to see that the CARICOM, there is a CARICOM session, Africa CARICOM flag raising ceremony that is happening in Barbados. Is happening now. I don't know if it has come to an end, but I was looking at it. I was trying, guys. I need help because I'm trying to find a way to live stream things. Remember, Ambassador, the Chinese, the Indian, the Arabs, even people from long time in Africa have their own ways of worship. And the end of the day, and God is the same God we all worship. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. Yes, it's the same God we all worship. I mean, I agree to you in some extent, Auto 718, because if you really look at it, sometimes not all of us worship the same God. Because the God that I know is a God of love, right? And a God of love will not permit anyone, will not tell you to go kill somebody, and if you kill them, you doing service to me. And people would say, oh, it's the same God that we worship. No. I have met people say, oh, it's the same God that we worship. And when I look at the behavior and the way they do things and what they say and how they treat other people, I can, you don't worship the same God. You can never tell me you worshiping the same God that that is up there. So I agree to you to some extent. Everybody have different ways of worshiping God. I agree with you. But not all of us, don't be misled. Not all of us worship the same God. There are some people, they create a God in a mind that that suits them. Because the God that is existing, or the God that is above us, is a God that we have to give an account to. But some people want to live a life that, yes, Ethiopia has a lot. Ethiopia is a spiritual land. Eh? A matter of fact, Ethiopia is a biblical land. Ethiopia, one of those African countries that I would like to visit one day is Ethiopia. I would love to visit Ethiopia. And I would love to find out how did Ethiopia manage to not be colonized. All the other African countries were colonized except Ethiopia. How did Ethiopia manage not to be colonized? I really would like to find out that. What they did. What was it? What was the secret behind that? The same God that created all us, created Jesus, Muhammad, Gandhi, and all the other prophets that people respect. Amen. Auto 718, amen to that, my brother. Amen and amen. Yeah, so, yeah, guys. So, guys, if you have time, I was saying, go look at the Africa CARICOM flag raising ceremony that just happened in Barbados. It was some important points that were made. I just hope it's not the usual thing. It's all talk and no action. But it was a very good ceremony. Where I looked at it, it was a very good ceremony. So go look at it, guys. And next, I think I will do a video on it, and you guys could share your opinion in the comment section below. All right. But it is good to see that in the year 2024, the CARICOM and Africa is continuing to strengthen ties more and more. The ties between us and Africa is deepening more and more. So it's very good to see that. It's very good to know that, Yep. It's very, very good. Guys, can you help me understand how did Ethiopia manage to not be colonized? They've been the only African country not to be colonized. How did they manage to do that? How did they manage to do that? Yes, guys, so I have about 30 minutes remaining and I will be out. Yes, guys, so they call that guerrilla warfare. Yes, guerrilla warfare. I think that's the best way we could describe it. That's the best way we could describe it. Guerrilla warfare. Yes, guys. Isana says, because we in Ethiopia have the kingdom come and is the place of the will of God, the only place on earth God will have to return. Very good to know that. Because Ethiopia is a very spiritual land. I think Ethiopia is more spiritual than all the other African countries. Very, very spiritual. Ethiopia played a biblical role in the scriptures. You had the Ethiopian eunuch, you know, who was reading the scriptures from the book of Isaiah, and he asked one of those disciples, help me to understand. And when he got the understanding, he said, what forbid me to get baptized? And he got baptized and he went back into his country spreading the good word. Yeah, so guys, pardon, guys, just bear with me. I'm babysitting today, so bear with me. You would hear a little background noise every now and then, so bear with me. Yes, guys, you can ask me any questions. Guys, go ahead, ask me any question. If you have any question, just go ahead and ask. I'm more than happy to answer them. It's not because they say they colonize the country. That means they colonize the people. Yeah. Well, the country, yeah. When we it's the people, not really it's not nothing to do with the land mass. It's the people they have colonized. And that's so true. That's so true. Colonization has a lot to do with people and not really the land or the country. Even Grenada got the color of the flag from Ethiopia. Yeah, we got that inspiration from them. We got that inspiration from Ethiopia. Because most our flag is the same color with some of the African flags. You have Ghana, all right? I was told that the Rastafarians inspired the design of Ghana, the flag of Ghana. I'm not too sure how true that is. We have same flag with, I think, Benin. We have same flag with, well, same color flag. When I said same flag, I mean same color with, Senegal. Yeah, we have Ethiopia, and there are many more. There's a lot I can mention. So it shows how similar we are as people, It's how similar, and the connection is there. It shows how similar we are, as we are one people. One people. Yes, guys. No, guys, I don't know. I have been facing some obstacles when it comes to certain videos I want to do, but I just can't. I wanted to do a video about Nigeria and South Africa, but I quickly learned this is a deep matter, and I think it's best for me not to say anything about that. Yeah, but it's sad to see how our brothers, sometimes how they divided, and but that's all I would say. The Ethiopians did inspire people who were never colonized, and the Haitians did inspire people who through all the colony. Yes, and I want to come back to Haiti. I think sometimes we don't give much credit to Haiti. Haiti deserve a lot of credit. A lot of the Caribbean countries here, a lot of us islands here in the Caribbean were inspired by Haiti. The revolution that Grenada, of course, the fact that we have become a black republic in Grenada is because we got inspired by the Haitian Revolution. Yeah? Our enslaved foreparents with Julian Fedon, because I want you guys to know that Julian Fedon was not a slave. And I think that is what makes our rebellion so unique. I think Grenada has the most unique rebellion in the Caribbean when it comes to the fact that it was not only enslaved people that led the rebellion, but we had colored people. Because Julian Fedon was a mulatto, right? He was a free mulatto. His father was a French businessman, and his mother was a housewife, a enslaved African housewife who was raped by his father. And he was free, he had privilege. But then he started to resent the British that overthrew the French, and how the British was treating his people on his mother's side. He started to develop grudge. He didn't like that. And what happened is that Julian Fedon started to mobilize the enslaved Africans, well, not all, but most of the enslaved Africans that was here on the island of Grenada. And they planned a rebellion. And when Julian Fedon heard what was going on in Haiti, the success that the slaves had on the island of Haiti, it inspired him to make his move with our enslaved foreparents and to conquer Grenada. It took him one day to conquer Grenada. But then, okay, sorry guys, my camera fell, so bear with me. It took him one day to conquer Grenada. And yeah, and what happened is that the British was able to retreat to the south side, the city side. So Julian Fedon wasn't able to conquer St. George's, but he conquered all the parishes in Grenada, except St. George's. And what the British did, they sent for reinforcement in other islands. And the reinforcement was not British soldiers. They take other enslaved Africans and other neighboring islands to come and suppress the rebellion that was taking place in Grenada. And that is how our rebellion failed. That is how our rebellion failed. You know? And I tell people today, as it was back then, so it is still today. The system that we are up against is still using our own people against us. They're using us against ourselves, to fight against ourselves, to suppress each other. You know, the pattern is still there. The pattern is still there. So that's a little thing about our rebellion here in Grenada. Okay, there's a... So other side one, it says, I was always interested in Ethiopian Orthodox just to compare to the religion I already know. Yeah, Ethiopian Orthodox is very interesting. There's a lot of knowledge you can gain from Ethiopian Orthodox. Ethiopia, I think, has a lot to teach. The Ethiopian Orthodox, the Jews that are in Ethiopia, has a lot to teach. They have a lot of biblical knowledge about biblical events that is not even in the Bible. It is not even in the Bible. But you see what the system is doing. The system has suppressed them so that the story will not be told by those who have that deep knowledge. It can only be told by the white people. The white people are the ones that is giving us our history. And most of the history is watered down history. So coming back to Haiti. Haiti deserves the credit. Haiti have inspired and helped a lot of Caribbean countries, islands, to gain the independence, or to be a free black republic. Haiti. You see these Haitian people? They deserve a lot of credit. They deserve a lot of credit. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. So let me know. Let me know. I have a few minutes remaining. I have a few minutes remaining, so guys are going to let me know. We have the complete Bible in Ethiopia. Yes, Ethiopians, there's a lot of manuscripts that was found in Ethiopia, Hebrew manuscripts, you know, information, details about things that took place in the when Jesus, you know, in biblical times. When God come in the body of the man and walked among men, you know, a lot of things that was not recorded in the Bible, you know, Ethiopians could tell you. The Ethiopian Jews, they could tell you. Yeah, that's something I know for sure. Ethiopia is a Ethiopia is rich when it comes to spirituality. They're very rich in spirituality. Very much rich. And that is a place I would love to visit. I would love to visit Ethiopia. Yeah, guys. Any more questions, guys, you have for me? Any more questions? Why are you... Okay. I don't know who this question is directed to. I don't know who this question is directed to. So, yep. So, guys, any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Let me know. Any more questions? I want to give a big shout out to my viewers that is viewing me from Barbados. Izana, how can I get a copy of the Ethiopian Complete Bible? How can I get a copy? I think a copy. I think I saw that somewhere, you know? I saw that somewhere. So Izana, Auto718 has a question for you. How can he get a copy of the Ethiopian Complete Bible? Yes, guys, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Keep liking the video. I appreciate it. Those of you who are just joining, like the video. Like the video, like the video. Alright, Roseanne. Come. Don't make noise. Yes, guys. So guys, I do apologize for the background noise. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. So those of you who have just joined in, we were discussing about Hebrew Israelites are black people, the real Hebrew Israelites. I did give my personal opinion on that. So you know, you can watch the rebroadcast of this live and you would hear what I had to say. But I would still love, I'm still open to hear what you have to say about, you know, what are your opinions? What are your, does it matter? Does it matter that black people are Hebrew Israelites or not? Will this matter? Will this matter at the end of the day? All right, Red Whiskey, you have the wrong channel. Yes, I guess Red Whiskey, you are on the wrong platform. You are on the wrong platform, my friend. I don't think that's the platform you are looking for. This platform is a Pan-African platform. We are focused on promoting Africa and the Caribbean as one. That is what we are focused on. This one there is not our objective. All right, so yes, guys, like the video. I have 10 minutes remaining and I'm out. 10 minutes remaining. Yes, guys, like the video. Yes, like the video. Guys, you know, I search Hosea. You're too loud. Guys, give me, bear with me. Babysitting today. Those of you have just joined in, you're hearing background noise. Bear with me. I'm trying to keep it as quiet as possible, but I'm babysitting today. So I have to multitask. So forgive me for that. Yes, guys. So I want to big up all my Caribbean people from, if you are watching me, wherever you're watching me from, big up to you. I want to big up all my viewers from the UK, Canada, America, big up to you. All my brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa, big up to you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Love the thumbs up. Thank you. It will help this channel a lot. Guys, liking, so the content, that we put out as YouTubers does help out a lot. It helps YouTube to push, recommend our channel more and more so that we can always be on top of our game, So that is why we always ask you to hit like, subscribe, share. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. Guys, you have any more questions for me? I have about, you could say 13-15 minutes remaining. 13-15 minutes remaining. Yes, guys. Any more question for me? Guys, what do you think about Arthur 718? Ambassador, you should study the invasion of Port of Spain by France during the 1800s. That's before the English did involve in its part of the Caribbean. I will do that. I will take a note of that. This, I will make my homework. So definitely, Arthur 718, I will do so. Izana says we don't print the complete translation, Arthur. Okay, so Arthur 718, Izana is responding to your question. Izana is responding to your question, all right? Yes, guys. Guys, I was surprised to know the other day that, I never knew that back then Sankara was this Pan-Africanist revolutionist person from Burkina Faso, right? That is Ibrahim idol. Ibrahim that is now revolutionizing Burkina Faso talks a lot about Sankara. I never knew Sankara met Maurice Bishop before. They were good friends. I was shocked to know how Sankara and Maurice Bishop was good friends. And I was very pleased to see this. And I was like, why no one talked about this? But Maurice Bishop and Sankara did worked on a lot of things. They did work on and advise each other on a lot of things. So I was very much surprised to learn that. Every day you live, you learn. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. So guys, thank you guys. Thank you. Yes, let me know, where are you watching me from? Those of you who are just joining in, like the video, share the live. Where are you watching me from? Yes, where are you watching me from? Guys, if you have any more question, any more burning question, you can go ahead and ask me any matters that you want to discuss. Izana says, I want to know the history of old church in Grenville. I can't seem to be fine in okay, the old church was built by the French. All right, the old church was built by the French, because remember, the Catholic religion was introduced by the French, not the British. The British came in with the Anglican religion. But the Catholic religion was introduced by the French. So a lot of the churches that was built in Grenada was built by the French, and the old church was one of them. It was built in the 1800s. So that is why we call it old church, because it's very old. It was built in the 1800s. Yeah? So that's the history of the old church. All right? It was used for all kind of things. Yes, Ambassador, because like-minded people see eye to eye. Maurice Bishop, yeah. I was very interested to see how Sankara, and it was an old clip I came across. Sankara speaking about Maurice Bishop, and he was good friends with Maurice Bishop. Maurice Bishop had a lot of connections on the continent of Africa, and I was very well, man. I really wish Maurice Bishop wasn't killed. I really wish that he wasn't killed. I really wish that Maurice Bishop was around. Could have been around today. Yeah, I think it was there before the French. No, the French. Remember, Grenada was colonized by both French and British. Well, the French was the first people to settle in Grenada, and then for a long period of time, years upon years, Grenada was fought over by the British and French, exchanging hands, French, British, until the British finally conquered the French. So the French were the ones who, a lot of the tunnel in St. George's, if you see the popular Sendal tunnel in St. George's, in the capital city, it was built by the French. This tunnel was built to transport, the French brought in a lot of horses and enslaved Africans, especially the women, passed through. They built this so the women could go through, and the men had to climb over the tunnel. They had to climb because there wasn't any steps back then. The steps that are now leading up to the General Hospital, these were just hills, terrains, mountains, and the men had to climb over, and the women went through the tunnels. So the French, a lot of the things that were built in Grenada, a lot of the old buildings that you see in Grenada was built by the French. And the old church was one of them. The old church was built by the French. Yeah. So France renamed Grenada from Concepcion after the Spanish were removed from the island. Yeah. The French, well, our first name, Columbus named, when Columbus discovered Grenada, well, Columbus didn't set foot on Grenada. He named Grenada, Concepcion, I'm wrong. Concepcion was a name since the indigenous people settled in the Caribbean, the Arabs and the Caribbean. And Columbus came along and renamed it Granada because he didn't set foot here. While passing on his voyage, he saw the beautiful hills of Grenada, the mountains and stuff, and then it reminded him of the city in Spain, in his country, called Granada, and he renamed it Granada. And then when the French came, they named it La Granada. Okay? And then when the British finally conquered Grenada, they changed it from La Granada to Grenada. And that is how we end up with this name today, Grenada. So Grenada was, Grenada passed through a lot of colonizers' hands. Especially the French and the British. We were not conquered by the Spanish. The Spanish didn't show interest with us here. They bypassed us and went to other places. But it's the French and the British that fought over Grenada. That is why even today you can hear certain Creole languages in our influence. There's a lot of Creole influence and British influence in our culture here in Grenada because of our past. That is the past. All right. Izana says Columbus don't have any offspring alive today. No one is claiming to be his grand. Yes, Izana. Columbus. Oh, guys, time is up. But I will go a little few minutes. I will go a little few minutes, all right? I normally end at an hour time, but I'll go a little few minutes. Yes, so Columbus don't have any offspring. Why? Why Columbus? Columbus studied. Columbus was a free man. I guess Columbus didn't want children. Maybe, I don't know. Columbus was a free man. Yeah, but so that's the history. That is history with us here in Grenada. Why? I don't know why. Is that I don't know why Columbus chose not to have any offspring or chose not to have children. I don't know why. Maybe he wasn't interested in women. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to be free, single and free. I don't know. I have no idea. Yes, guys, let me know. I see more and more people are joining. Let me know where are you watching me from. If you are watching me from Barbados, let me know. Pedro, I don't know if Pedro, my good friend Pedro, is here online. Let me know how did the ceremony went. My brother, I see that Africa and the CARICOM is hosting a flag raising ceremony. Let us know. I would like to know how this went. All right. No ambassador. Christopher Columbus did station in Grenada just like he in Port of Spain. And there was an invasion by France to drive them out. Oh, okay. Well, that is not the history they taught us. So you see, I tell you, there's a lot of things that we were taught we need to relearn. We need to relearn because a lot of the history taught by us is just watered down things. So thank you so much, Auto 718, for this information. Thank you so much. Well, I guess maybe they just stationed for they didn't stay long. The Spaniards didn't really stay long. Maybe they stayed maybe a week. How long did they station in Grenada for? Maybe a week, 2 weeks, and then the France came and drive them out. You know. So yep. Yep. Yes, guys. I see that you're watching. Where are you watching? Thank you, guys, for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. To all those of you who are watching, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Guys, I have a big surprise. You know, a big interview. I'm planning a big interview coming up. All right, I'm planning a big interview coming up. I'm planning an interview on Shango. The origins of Shango, and I will be speaking to a well-known Pan-Africanist here in Grenada locally. All right, so I have a big interview coming up. So guys, stay tuned. I will be it takes time. It's not just doing a video and post. You know, it will take me time to get everything in order. You know, and asking the relevant questions. So, guys, yes, I have some big interviews coming up. Yes, my friend. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, guys. Yes, any more questions? Time has passed, I think. Okay, so after one, it says no ambassador Christopher Columbus did claim Concepcion for Spain, and that is not the original name of the island. Yes, Isana. Yes, after 718. Thank you for this information. I will take note of that. So there's a lot of research I have to do. Even about your own island. Sometimes you don't. There are certain things you may not know. Isana says Orisha of thunder and fire, Shango. Yeah, I learned the other day Shango is the name, the name for the god of thunder. and fire. That is the name. My Nigerian friend told me that, you know, there's a Nigerian friend I normally communicate with, and I showed him a video about our Shango practice here in Grenada, and a lot of the things that the people were saying, he could clearly understand it. You know, he clearly he totally he understand everything, you know, and he helped me to understand what they were saying, and what Shango meant. So you see, it's really good to communicate. It's really good to communicate. The connection is real. The connection is real. How can people say that the slave trade is just a myth? Do you know that there are people who are saying that the slave trade is a fairy tale, is a myth, is a make-up story? And there's so much evidence to show that it is something that happened. You know? So yes, thank you, Izana. I will be doing an interview with a young bishop guy. He's a young bishop guy, a Shango Baptist bishop guy, you know, and he will be sharing some knowledge about the how Shango is originated. Yeah, the origins of Shango, and how we you know start practicing here in Grenada. Yeah, but we know that Grenada is very is when it comes to Nigeria. I mean, our ancestors came from all kind of parts of different parts of Africa, but a lot of them from Nigeria. But when it comes to Nigeria, the Yoruba influence is rich in Grenada, very rich. I think the Yoruba influence is more than anything else. Yeah, hold on. Is more than anything else. You know? Yeah, the Yoruba influence is very rich in Grenada. Very, very rich. If we're talking about for at least 10 minutes more, yeah? So I do apologize for that, for, you know, the abrupt ending of the live. Yes, guys, so we are here. So, guys, I think that will be... Is there any other questions that, guys, you would like to ask? You know, we were discussing some things, but, you know, I got interrupted. But I'm here, I'm back. I think we were discussing about Shango and all these things. But yes, guys, stay tuned. I have some big interviews coming up. I have one with a Pan-Africanist, and then I have one with, you know, this African brother who practice Orisha here, the Orisha religion that stems from the Yoruba tribe. Yeah, and he will be speaking on the origins of Shango, because what I notice is that I want to educate not just people outside, but I want to educate my local people as well, because there's a lot of people who practice Orisha here in Grenada. They say a lot of things, but they don't understand what they are saying. When I ask them, what does this word mean? They don't know. All that they know the word because it was passed down from generation to generation, but they don't know the meaning. And I think that's where the connection is important. It's important for us to connect with our brothers and sisters on the continent, especially, you know, West Africa, Nigeria, this Ghana, so that they will help us understand the things that we say that we don't even know the meaning to, you know, because that is their language. They know the meaning, you know. I just reviewed your channel. If you are concerned about, okay, let me hear what. Just give me a minute. All right. This chat is giving me, okay, Black Messiah, I just reviewed your channel. If you are concerned about people of other nationalities hearing you, don't you know it's because you are an Israelite? Yeah? Okay, Black Messiah, just give me a minute because my connection is giving me a little glitch. But yes, I'm reading, hence knowing you are does not, hence knowing who you are does matter. You just want to excuse people from the racism. Oh, okay, yes, Black, um, the Black Messiah, welcome to the channel. No, I'm not, this is not my objective, all right? And it's good to know, a lot of people tell me, not, you are Black Hebrew Israelite, you are this, you are that. It's good to know. I don't deny who I am, if I'm Hebrew Israelite, it's good to know, you know. It's just that in my personal opinion is, to me, you know, knowing who you are matters, yes. But at the end of the day, it's all about the heart. It's connecting with people that has a good heart. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That is what the Most High is concerned about. We have a good heart towards each other. So that is my opinion when it comes to that. That is what my opinion. So I'm not saying we are not Jews or Hebrew Israelites. I'm not saying that. All right. All that I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it boils down to a matter of the heart, and the heart has a lot to do with our mind, our mentality. That is what matters. That is what the Most High will judge, not the color of your skin. Is what's in your mind. The things that you perceived in your mind, you entertained, you act upon, how you treat people. That is what God, that is, the Most High is concerned about. So, Black Messiah, I do appreciate your comments, my dear friend. Yes, I do appreciate your comment. Do you think racists will be forgiven? Racism can be forgiven if the person truly sorry about what they have done, It can be forgiven. The only thing that cannot be forgiven is when you blaspheme against the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Most High. That is a sin that cannot be forgiven, when you blaspheme against the Spirit of the Most High. But racism can be forgiven if the person is genuinely sorry about what they have done. Yes, everybody needs a chance. Everybody needs forgiveness in this life. Yeah? Because at one time we all were astray. We all did wrong things. Some of us are still doing wrong things. We're still doing, we're still committing acts of evil. It may not be in action, but in our mind. The most evil that you can do to someone is what you perceive about them in your mind. Right? So we all need forgiveness. So I believe that if the Most High had forgiven you, you need to forgive others. So that's what I mean. All right. So Auto 718, don't consider myself, and I don't. Auto 718 says, okay, hold on. Auto 718 says, I don't consider myself an Israelite because my family told me we originally came from the West Africa before we ended up in the Caribbean. All right. And so until my family tells me otherwise, I will remain the same. Yeah. And that is, I think, some of the things that get confusing sometimes. Some people say, oh, you're not. I have people tell me, you're not from West Africa. Your ancestors didn't come from. You're not a descendant of West African enslaved people. Who's here? Guys, forgive me. I have background noise. Babysitting. Those of you who have just joined, you may wonder what's this background noise. I am babysitting today, so forgive me. Right? And yeah, they tell me you're from Ethiopia. You are Israelites, and it confuses me because I wonder, well, I'm beginning to wonder where did I come from, So yeah, Auto 718, I feel you there. I got where you're coming from. The Black Messiah, when Yeshua returns, a racist won't be forgiven. Let me see. Obviously, hating God will be a one-way ticket in the lake. Well, yes, and that is what I'm saying, Black Messiah. When Yeshua comes, it's too late, right? When Yeshua appears, it will be too late. There's no longer room for forgiveness. But as for now, Yeshua is not here. And he will, the grace of Yeshua is still open to everyone. It's still open to those who truly sorry about what they have done. Especially when it comes like racist people. I believe that Yeshua will forgive racist people if they are truly, truly repentant in their heart about it. They're truly sorry. They are sorrowful about what they have done. Right? But when he comes, we can ask, there's no forgiveness for anything. Whether it is racism, whatever it is, there's no forgiveness. It's too late. So that is what I'm saying. I understand it, so I have to forgive people and myself every day. I am a forgiving person. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time too, Black Messiah. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm happy that we have come to a mutual understanding. All right, my dear brother. So don't get me wrong. I am not refuting the fact, whether, if we have black Hebrew Israelites, I'm happy to know that. Whether Jew or Israel, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Judah, I am happy to know that. I believe we come from some tribe. There's some tribe we all come from, But all that I'm saying is that at the end of the day, what matters is the heart of the individual, is what's in our mind. That is what God will judge. God will not see the color of your skin. The Almighty sees what's in your mind. That is what he will judge. All right, the real Israelites are from ancient Israel. And there are Ethiopians from the ancient Israel that know how to speak Hebrew. Yeah, that's so true. I think I saw the other day, Ethiopians was speaking Hebrew. I saw this documentary the other day where there's this community, this Hebrew community in Ethiopia that is it's forgiven, well, it's forgotten. I'm not forgiven, but forgotten. In other words, people don't really mention them, and they were talking a lot in Hebrew, and I was like, what? I was shocked to see these Ethiopians speaking in Hebrew, and I said, my God! But it all comes back to the Bible. It all comes back to scriptures. It shows how the scriptures is accurate. Because remember, an Ethiopian Jew was mentioned in the scripture. He could have speak Hebrew, and we see that connection today. So when it comes to black Hebrew Israelites, yes, they do exist. They do exist. We don't have Hebrew in West Africa. Okay, I'm not too sure. Because we are living in a world today where people are migrating and dispersing all over the place. I am not too sure about, I will not really rush to say that, because, people are all over the place these days. People are learning each other's languages. People are converting to other people's religion, and so it's never say never. That's all I would say. Never say never. Never say never. The Black Messiah says slaves speak their owner's language. Okay, let me just read that. Slaves speak their owner's language, hence black Americans, etc., were forced not to speak Hebrew. Okay. Well, it's nice to know that Black Messiah. That's new to me. I know that I know what is new to me is that black Americans were forced not to speak Hebrew. All right, so the slaves speaks their owner's language. Now, I don't know if you're referring to Caribbean people, slaves, Africans that were brought to the Caribbean. I'm trying to understand you, but yeah, that's true. That is why a lot of us speak we speak in English today. The languages that we all speak here in the Caribbean is not really our native language. That is not the original language that our ancestors came here with. But because they were forced and stripped out of everything, We were forced not to read or write or speak our African language. We would get yes, that's true. That's true, Miss Black Messiah. That's so true. Because the first when the African or foreparents arrived in the New World, which is the Caribbean, South America, and North America, the first thing that they did to them is take away their identity, take away their language, make them feel bad about themselves. And they gave them, the colonizers gave them their own language, their own identity, their own way of things. So that's so true. If they were forbidden not to speak their language, if they were found speaking their language, they will be punished severely. That is why a lot of slaves rebelled. A lot of them fled the plantation, take refuge in the jungle or in the forest, which they are now known as maroons. Some of them were not successful, they were, and remember, there were two types of slaves on the plantation. A lot of us don't like to talk about that, but that's history. There were two types of slaves on the plantation. There were the house slaves and the field slaves. The house slaves were always the ones in the slave master's house. They had a little leniency, so to speak. The hard work wasn't so much. And the field slaves were the ones that were real out there in the hot sun working hard. And the house slave, now when people call you a house slave, don't take that lightly. Because the house slaves were the slaves that went and they sell out. They sell out on their own African brothers and sisters. They went and tell the slave masters, oh, look at what they're planning to do. Oh, look, they're looking to run away from the fields. And they were the ones that alerted the slave masters about the field slaves that were looking to rebel. So that is something we need to know as well. So that is why I never want to be called a house slave. I never want to be called a house slave. Yes, it's sad the Hebrew Israelite will say the Ethiopians are not Israel. Otto 718. Yeah. So Izana is responding to Otto 718. Yeah, and there are Hebrew Israelites, like those in the Middle East, that openly rejects, the Hebrew Israelites that are in Ethiopia. Oh, they're not Hebrew Israelites. They, some of them are very racist. In those Israelites, those who claim to call themselves Israelites in Israel, they are very racist. It's true, African Americans originally came from Africa via the Caribbean, and we never spoke Hebrew. The Ethiopians are the only African people known to speak Hebrew from the long time. Yeah, that is what I know. I know that the Ethiopians were the ones that are known to speak Hebrew. They are, well, I could say they are the only African country, only African people that you can find the language Hebrew spoken. Yeah, and I think because of the biblical connections, the connections that they have biblically, Yeah. Come in. Yes, guys. All right, so guys, I wish I could go on, but okay, guys. So give me 1 minute, one more minute. I will be with you. All right. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate your patience. Again, for those of you who are just joining, I am babysitting, so I have to multitask. All right, you guys know how children can be sometimes. All right, so I have to multitask. Yes. So where were we? All right. So Auto 718 says Ethiopia is the only part of Africa where you will find people who know how to speak Hebrew from long time. They represent the tribe of Judah, not all of them. And I agree with that. The Black Messiah says Ethiopians fight it internally. They are a diverse group of Africans, not the same genetics and not the same culture. Google Ethiopians and you will find several different phenotypes. Judah was taken into captivity, Deuteronomy 28. Yes, and that also could be true because Ethiopians are a diverse set of people. Diverse. I mean, the continent of Africa generally is diverse. You can find different types of Africans with different DNA and genes in them. Some Africans have different hair texture, you know. So that is why I never allow people to impose an identity on me because of my hair texture. No, because the culture, the people, the ethnicity of Africa is so huge. Like in the animal kingdom, you can find variety of animals. That is how. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a good example, right? If it's a good illustration, but you guys understand where I'm coming from. That is how Africans are, black people are. We are different. We are the same, but different species of people. Right? So I don't allow anyone to impose any language on me. Not language, but any identity on me. No one. I know who I am, and that is what I am. I'm not ashamed to say I'm an African descent born in the Caribbean. Who probably might be a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know. Yeah? Yes, guys. Guys, let me know where you're joining me from. The Black Messiah, is good to have you, guys, my brother. Good to have you. Yes, good to have you. I love how how you approached the topic that we are discussing today, even though we have differences of opinions on certain things. It's all coming to a mutual understanding. Right? Sometimes, debate is sometimes healthy for good conversation. Yes, guys, let me know where are you joining me from. All right, give the video a thumbs up, like the video, I appreciate it. The Black Messiah, San Francisco, California. He married an African. Okay. Are you from San Francisco? Are you an African American? What are you? Where are you from? I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Can you rephrase it? I don't understand what you're telling me. So I don't know if you could rephrase what you're saying, Black Messiah. Let me know. All right, Auto 718. Hey, Ambassador, our history in the Caribbean is rich in culture. We have nothing to be ashamed. Hey, that's right. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed. I am an African born in the Caribbean. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm a black man of African descent born in the Caribbean. I'm not ashamed of that. Whose ancestors came from West Africa. And very soon I will find out which part they came from. Very soon. Whether it's, I don't know if it's Ghana, Nigeria, but I feel it's Ghana, Nigeria, one of them. Or maybe Sierra Leone, one of them. Yeah? And I have a little bit of Indian trace in me because of my great grandmothers. So that's how unique we are in the Caribbean. That is how unique we are in the Caribbean. We are a melting pot of people. Yeah? Melting pot of people. Don't let anyone impose on you an identity that you don't identify yourself with. Unless maybe you do a DNA test and the DNA test say, okay, that's it, then, I mean, you cannot ignore it. But you know who you are because you know who you are. You know your background. You know where you come, you know your family background. Don't let anyone tell you this and you that. And I know who I am. You can persuade me or tell me who I'm not. I'm not that. I know who I am. I'm an African born in the Caribbean. Okay, black means African American with a long history of personal relationship with Africans from Africa. Oh, that's good. So it's good to have an African brother, American here with us. Not, I don't usually have African American joining us, but I really do happy to see that, you know. And I want to dispel the false narrative that is out there that Caribbeans hate African Americans and African Americans don't like Caribbean people. That's not true. That's not all true. I don't hate African Americans. I see them as our brothers and sisters as well. We are the same people, you know. So this diaspora war that some people trying to create, I find it's absurd to do that. It's really absurd to do that. That don't make sense. It will not profit us anything. Don't waste your energy and time on this diaspora wars and this kind of things and them. I sometimes give a blind eye. I cover my ears when I hear things, people doing contents and making something a problem that does not exist to me, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that it may not have because division, because, you know, rivalry and yeah, but at the end of the day, we are one people. I agree. The black Americans who dislike other blacks from other countries are insane. Exactly. You know, I don't, you know, and not only black Americans, even Caribbeans who may dislike our black American brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, stop it. Stop it. Yes, I'm telling you, if you are wherever you're watching me from, if you come across this live, stop this nonsense. You know, there's a bigger fish to fry. I keep saying that. Stop this nonsense. You think the oppressors they don't like that? They like when we're fighting against each other. And it only fuels their agenda. We're not doing ourselves any good when we fighting ourselves like that. It's immature. Stop it. Don't do that. You know, we are one people. Yeah, we are one people. We came on the same boat. We dropped off in different places. That's just the difference. You know, a lot of us like to talk about ancestors. If our ancestors were alive today and they see how a lot of us are behaving and treating each other, they will drag their bottoms on us. With the saying they will drag their bam on us. You know what that means? In other words, they will not approve what we are doing. Yes, after 718, African Americans in America have a lot to be proud of also. You see where is it right now? The struggle continues. I agree the black Americans who dislike other blacks from other countries aren't safe. Yes, out of 718. Of course. The black American people, I big up to all of you. All black Americans, big up to all of you. You guys have went through a hell of a struggle and you continue to struggle. And you know, you have a lot to be proud of. You have a lot to be proud of. So I want to say big up to you. Big up to all your, you know, those of you who have fought the fight. You know, I mean, we all one. We are all one. Black Americans helped us pave the way here in the Caribbean, and Caribbeans helped black Americans pave the way in America. You have Malcolm X, whose mother was from Grenada. You have, you know, there's a lot of people I could mention. You have Marcus Garvey from Jamaica. You have, you know, we could say Bob Marley as well. You know, they all made an impact. Martin Luther King made an impact, not just in America, but in the Caribbean. You know, he inspired the Caribbean to stand up for your rights as a black people. And don't be intimidated. So, yeah. Greetings, Pedro. Nice to have you. I just, you know, I mentioned you a while ago. Pedro, how the flag raising ceremony, is it still going on? Or is it finished? I know African CARICOM have a flag raising ceremony. Can you tell us all about it, my brother? All right, guys, sorry for the background noise. I'm babysitting. Those of you who have just joining in, give the video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If the background noise, I do apologize. You know, I am babysitting, so I have to multitask. All right. The Black Messiah says, I agree. No, I think I read this comment already. Pedro, okay, Black Messiah, exactly. Take from the same African land and drop off at different locations or transfer to other places. Yes, we were taken from the same African land. We came from one place. As black people, we came from one place. We were just dropped off by the white men or the colonizers, slave masters in different places. And we were colonized by different people, you know. But our connection is the same. Our history is the same. Our beginning is the same. And I believe it will end the same. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. It will end the same. It will end the same. Yes, Auto 718, the nonsense won't stop just like that. Caribbean fighting Caribbean. Black American fighting Black American. One day everybody will learn. Yeah, and that's so true. You know, it's insane. It is ridiculous. It does not make sense. It does not profit us anything when we fighting among ourselves. Does not. Hosea. It does not. Hosea. It does not. It does not profit us anything when we're fighting among ourselves. It only fuels the agenda of the oppressors. So black Americans who dislike Caribbeans or whatever, I don't know what that, you know, whatever is going on, this so-called diaspora war, just please stop that. Stop. That doesn't make sense. What that ain't getting us anywhere. And if we continue, those of us, the few that is causing this division, if we continue like that, it's best we don't talk about unity and one Africa. And these are the people who like to say one Africa. They are the ones that is fueling the division. Stop. If you can stop that, then don't talk about Africa. Don't even mention about our ancestors, because they will cry shame on you. All right. Auto 718 said, no, Pedro went to watch it online, but the audio was poor. Oh, okay. Well, I was getting good audio here, but then I got so distracted because, you know, I have a lot on my plate today. I got so distracted. Let me see. Let me find out if it's still going on. I'm trying to find if it's still going on. Oh, okay. So it has ended. It has ended. It has ended. But yeah, I mean there were promising things that were said in that ceremony. I just hope, CARICOM sometimes is a set of talk and no action. But I heard a lot about trade. Trade was being spoken a lot. Trading with Africa. I didn't hear much about straight flights, but I think they did talk about it, but not much. And I was looking to hear, Mia Motley, but I didn't hear. Guys, give me. Okay. My mouth is a little bit dry, so I have to drink some water. I didn't hear Mia Motley spoke, so yeah, but yeah, these were some of the things I heard in the forum. Yeah, but it's good to see that Africa and CARICOM countries are continuing to forge relationships with one another, and we getting somewhere. We going places. At least we going slowly but surely. All right, other side one in New York from Labor Day just passed. People just talking. People like life. People just taking people live every day with black on black crime. Yeah, that's so true. It's most of the crimes that are committed is black on black crime. Black on black crime. Guys, we have to wise up. We have to wise up. Stop. Let's see the bigger picture, man. Let's see the bigger picture. Our enemies are not our brother and sister. It's not them. Our enemies is the system. The enemy is the system that we are up against. That oppressive system. That political, hypocritical system. That is what we are up against. That is what we are up against. That is what we need. This is the system we need to fight. Martin Luther King and them, that was the, that is what they saw. That is the system they fought against. That is the vision. That is the vision. It's a system that is preventing us from getting straight flights. They put in the prices on the ticket high so that we will not be able to afford a ticket to book to visit one of our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa. I went online to earlier on today to see a ticket from Grenada to Ghana, and I near faint. I near faint. It's like I need to take a loan from the bank to buy one of those tickets. It's so high. So this is the system we're fighting against. This evil system that is trying to keep us apart. Our enemy is not against each other. Black Americans, your enemy is not the Caribbeans. Caribbeans, your enemy is not Black Americans. Africans, your enemy is not one another, each other. It's the system that is trying to keep us apart. That is what we need. If we continue to see the enemy fighting among ourselves, then we one-sided, we blind, we short-sighted. We don't really. Yeah, it's really thing. So we need. I mean, before I die, I would like to see in my generation, Africa and the Caribbean become as one. I want to see this happen before I die. But if we continue like this, it might take us generations after generations until we could finally see something happening. Is this what we want? No. I say no to that. The Black Messiah says, I heard some African countries offering citizenship for the diaspora. Pray that happens for our children. Yes, Benin was one of them. All right, guys, I'm taking my camera and I'm repositioning. So You might. Right, so I'm repositioning my camera. All right. Yeah. So Benin offered citizenship recently, but a lot of people scrutinized that. A lot of people said Benin is a puppet country. The leader, the prime minister, I don't know, the president or the prime minister. What Benin has, a president or a prime minister? But the leader there is working for the West, and a lot of people say be careful with that offer. But what I'm trying to say, what I really find, you know, strange is that they offering citizenship to Black American or African Americans and Afro Caribbeans, but they're saying that we don't have any political right. So we could get citizenship, but we don't have any political right. I don't find that makes sense. Because if you really want to reconnect with your people, you would make them feel at home. You know, my home is your home. Because your ancestors come from here, come from this place. So saying that, okay, you can come, but you can't have certain rights. I find that strange. That's really strange. They stopped, Auto 718 says they stopped teaching Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X to the children. Yeah, they stopped teaching this. Yeah. They stopped doing that, you know. Malcolm X, you could hardly find Malcolm X and Martin Luther King in our history books. You don't even find them at all. Or even if you find them, you would hear a little piece of information, a little piece of information they will give you, and that's it. When you turn the page, a next topic. Yeah. Thank you. Though whoever has contributed, let me see who they have done this good deed. Auto 718, thank you, my dear friend. Thank you. Yes, it's time. It's time to reconnect. It's time to reconnect. I do appreciate it. Auto 718, okay, let me give I want to give it a like. What's going on here? Yes, coming back to what I was saying is that yeah, it's time for us to reconnect. It's time for us to reconnect. And reconnection, you don't have to wait to book a ticket and get that opportunity to go. We can use technology to reconnect. All right? We can use technology to reconnect. We can use technology to reconnect. The social media is one of the most powerful tools, or the most powerful tool right now in this modern age. And we can use that to reconnect. I will be inviting a brother from mine from Nigeria, and he will become teaching. He will be speaking to us about the slave trade. Who sold out our ancestors? Who betrayed our ancestors? Because we hear, Africans sold Africans into the slave trade, and he said that he has the details to that, and he will come, and I invited him to come and let us know the truth once and for all. Let us know the truth once and for all. Why? And I was real with him. Why are you on the continent and we are over here in the new world? Did your ancestors sold out our ancestors? And he was pleased to hear, and I am waiting for him. So pray that he will accept my invitation, and he will come, our Nigerian brother, and he will give us some knowledge about who sold who. Yeah? Izana says, need our own school. They also remove prayers. Auto said, well, yes. They move out prayers, Well, I'm not saying they're doing that. They're not doing that here in the Caribbean. They can practice that. But, in America, and all these places where the Lord's Prayer was the main thing, it's removed, and all of these things. Auto718, yes, Izana. So Auto718 is responding to Izana. Pedro says, ask him about Iforo Timbutu. Alright, I can. Sometimes some of these names are very hard to pronounce, but I Ifunore Tinbutu. Alright, I will ask him that. I will take a note. So let me take a note. Pedro, I'm taking a note of this name. Alright, I'm taking a note. Alright, so I will ask him about that. So once I get a response from him, I will ask him and then I will invite him to come and share. Yes, guys, thank you, guys. Give the video a thumbs up, guys. Where are you joining me from? Those of you who have just joined in, let me know where are you joining me from. It was wonderful having this discussion with you guys today. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Guys, don't forget, if you want to, if you are in the diaspora and you want to become a member of this channel, like Auto718, he's a member of this channel. If you want to be a member of this channel, you can feel free to do so. There's a join button at the bottom of the table of the channel, the video, or you can visit any one of my videos that I have done, and go into the description box. You will find a link saying join, and you can go ahead and do so. If you want to contribute, or you may not want to be a member, but you just want to show your appreciation, contribute to this channel, and show your gratitude for what I'm trying to do, is connecting the gap, bridging the gap with Caribbean and Africa, and you want to donate any small amount is greatly appreciated. Go ahead, you can do so. I greatly appreciate it. Because I want to get some proper equipments, because what I do, I am using the device that I'm using is not really suitable for what I'm trying to do. There are some contents I will be doing. I will have to go out I will have to go outside, visiting some historical sites. I want to go visit slave pens. I want to go. There's a lot of slave pens here in Grenada. I want to go visit a museum where our ancestors, our African ancestors, when they were living on the island of Grenada, the utensils that they brought along with them, or they created while they were here, and what they used to use in the daily living, the daily life on the island of Grenada. I want to feature this as well, but I need proper equipment. I need a proper mic. I can't let those little mics. You can hear me properly. The audio quality can be great, can be of good quality. All this, I greatly appreciate when you donate. This is what you are donating to. All right. Welcome to. Thank you. Welcome our new member, the Black Messiah. He's an ICE member. So thank you, Black Messiah, for becoming a member. Thank you, guys. You as members will get access. You're going to get access to special. Let me put it like that. You will get special access to this channel. All right, special access to this channel. I will do my best to make sure that I keep up with what I say I will do. All right, and that is what honesty is the best policy. All right, I believe when people are supporting you, you have to give an account, and I will do my best to make sure that you are supporting this channel. You are not supporting this channel in vain. All right. So guys, and it takes you to help me grow this channel. So thank you, Black Messiah, for becoming a channel. Auto718. You have now joined Auto718, Lily of the Valley. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I welcome you, the Black Messiah. So guys, you see, when you have differences of opinions, look what happens. I didn't expect the Black Messiah to be here that long, and become a member. But that is when you are real, you don't have to fake nothing. They say fake it to make it. Well, not with me. If it takes me 10 years to grow this channel and be real, I will do so. I will not fake anything to get more views and to do this and to do that. I ain't shortcutting my way to anything. A horrible does not build goodness. So if it take me 10 years to get more subscribers, to grow this channel, I will take the long, hard way. Yes? Yes, guys. So thank you, guys. Thank you. It's all right. So, guys, all right. I'm approaching 2 hours on this live. So, as 2 hours up, as I reach 2 hours, I will end this live. So we have 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, anything that you want to say, feel free to do so. All right. I will give my channel members the last words. If you have anything to say, feel free to do so. All right. Auto718 says Timbuktu is famous West African empire from long time. Oh, okay. So that's great to know. I will research that. The Black Messiah, I agree with everything you said. You are very diplomatic. Thank you, the Black Messiah. I appreciate the comment. Auto718, great live. Thank you. Auto718, is a very loyal member. Very, very loyal member. I just hope that he don't leave me. But he's a very good, a loyal friend, a loyal member of this channel. Lily of the Valley sometimes does not get to join this channel because sometimes she does be on work or doing other things when I'm doing the live. But I'm seeing more and more people are joining. Let me know where you are joining me from. Thank you for joining, guys. Give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. I love Africans for Africans. Yes, the Black Messiah. I do love Africans. I am not ashamed of being an African descendant. I love my African people. There's a lot of us who are still, there's a lot of us in the Caribbean who is still ashamed of our African identity. But a pig cannot watch itself in a mirror and deny it's a pig. I mean, that's not the best example to use, But I'm not saying we are pigs, so don't get me wrong. But you guys understand where I'm coming from. Right? So, I'm not afraid to be who I am. I'm an African, born in the Caribbean. The other day I was doing an interview, well, earlier on, not the other day, but when I just started this channel, I was doing an interview about what Grenadians think about Africans, and I approached this Grenadian guy and I said, do you see yourself as an African? No, and the guy was saying, me? I don't see myself as an African. And who tell you I'm African? And the guy, I said, oh boy, I was like, I really need to embark on this mission of Pan-Africanism, because a lot of our brothers and sisters are still brainwashed, still believing the colonized lies that they are not who they are. Yeah? When they find out how rich we are, they will want to be African again. That's true. That's so true. So true. The time is coming. Africa is rising. Africa is rising. Like it or not, Africa is rising. Africa will rise as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Africa is rising again. Can't you see more and more Africans in the diaspora who were forcefully removed are returning? Can't you see that? Africans are arising. Africa is arising. Africa, the continent of Africa, is arising. And as it was, there were no borders in the beginning, so shall it be again. Yeah? Africa was a kingdom, so shall it be again. We all are queens and kings in the kingdom of Africa. We're all queens and kings. All that we need to, all that I'm trying to do right now is to trace back where my tribe or whatever kingdom I come from. But we all are queens and kings. And who don't like it, sit down by it. That is what we do. That is the slang here in Grenada. You don't like it, sit down by it. But that is the truth and the fact. Yeah? We all are Africans. Black people, Caribbeans, African descendants, Afro-Caribbean, African-American. Whether you're in South America, once your ancestors came from West Africa, you are an African. You're an African. Alright? Be proud. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are. You know, right now I'm teaching my children. I have 3 of them, and I'm teaching. All of them are boys, and I'm teaching them the Swahili language. You know, I am trying to help them understand that, or how to say, I'm trying to decolonize their minds from what is being taught to them in schools. Or you need to learn proper English, you need to learn Spanish and French. Okay? They tell us you need to do a foreign language. And when you ask them, what is a foreign language I should learn? Spanish and French. Why should I learn the language of the colonizers? Why can't I learn a language, an African language like Swahili, Twi? You know? What else? There's a lot of African languages. Why can't I learn them? So I'm taking it upon my own to teach my children. And I'm encouraging them, when they grow up as men, look to marry an African woman of value, a virtuous African woman who fears God. Yes, that is what I'm encouraging them. Marry an African woman. We need to encourage our children to marry each other. Marry each other, man. Marry the African people. Alright, guys, so I think that's it for me. Until next time, guys, I thank you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for joining. See you next time. God bless you.